Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a declutter for you guys. I've been putting some products in my little donut bag again to get rid of, and I'm ready to talk about what is leaving the collection. So let's dive straight in and let's start with this little palette. So this is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte Nude Mood palette. This was in my project pan last year for 2021, and I used this so much. I used the crap out of this. So my goal in my project was to use up these 4 shades. As you can see, I used up 3 out of the 4, and basically I'm done with this. I've used it. This was gifted to me, so it wasn't like I needed to get my money's worth, you know? And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it while I used it, and now I'm just ready to move on with my life. All of my favorite colors are gone out of this, and it's done. I have since replaced this with the Milani Most Wanted palette in the color story. I think it's called Partner in Crime. I'll link it in the description box down below, but it basically has all of the sort of lighter shades that are in this palette in a little bit of a smaller format. So really liking that. This was great though. Like if you're just looking for a basic matte palette that's not overly pigmented, easy to blend, this is a really nice one. Like I said, I'm just done with it, ready to move on with my life. Now this product here I had in my winter Shop My Stash. So this is the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes eyeshadow in the shade, I think it's called Platinum. I've had this a long time. There's not a lot of writing left on the bottom, but it's basically like a little silver. They're almost like a clay texture. These are really interesting. I also have this in a gold version, and while that one seems fine, this one is really dried out. I tried to use this a few times in the month of December, and it's really not coming off on the finger or onto the eye. It's dried out. So we're gonna get rid of that one. I am keeping the gold one. It seems to be perfectly fine. I'm not sure why one dried out faster than the other, because I did get them at the same time, but I don't think they make these anymore, so it's time. Why do I hold on to things for so long? I just don't know. Another product that I had that's dried out is this little eyebrow product. So this is by the brand Chella, and this is their Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I believe I got this in an Ipsy bag. Pretty much anything I got in an Ipsy bag at this point needs to go because it's been so long. So you've got this little angled brush on one end, and then on the other end, you've got the actual product sort of in there. And it's drying out. It is still usable, however, it's very dark. I used this at a time where we were doing a very different eyebrow than we're doing in 2022. You know, this was in the time of like the Instagram brow. You know, we were really into the dip brow, that really sculpted, dark shaded eyebrow, and obviously that's not really what we're going for anymore. And truth be told, this was never like a favorite product. It was just okay. So I did kind of bust it out to see if I still liked it. And like I said, it was a little bit dried out. It was definitely too dark, and it gave me like a very Bert and Ernie situation. This is not the look I'm going for. Okay, now just moving into the products that didn't work out for me. I talked about this mascara in my last speed reviews video. This is the Pure Fully Charged Mascara, and I really didn't like this. It did not work for me at all. It really transferred underneath of my eyes really quickly, like within a couple hours of having it on. I do like the wand. It's that more sort of natural bristle one as opposed to like the rubbery wand. But that's pretty much all I liked about this. I didn't like the way it applied. I didn't like the way it made my lashes look. It gave me like no volume at all on the first coat, and when I went in with a second coat, it just clumped my lashes together and it made it look like I had less eyelashes. You know how some of them do that? It's a pretty wet formula, so I did get some like onto my eyelid. Like I mentioned, it transferred underneath of my eyes really quickly, and I only used it a couple of times, but I know I don't like this, and I know I'm not going to use it. Another one that I really didn't like was this lip balm. So this is the Hey Honey Trick and Treat lip balm. I got this in a BoxyCharm as well, and it is sort of this like berry color, but it does come out like when you blend it into your lip, it really is like, it looks like this coming out, but when you rub it into your lips. It really doesn't give like a ton of color, which is great and fine. My issue with this is the way that it tastes. It tastes really bad. Ew, I can smell it. I can smell it on my hand, and it's like I got the taste in my mouth just from smelling it. It has a very strange scent. It has a very strange taste. And I was trying to use it a little bit, thinking like maybe I'll get used to it over time. And the more I use this, the less I like it. It really doesn't bring me any joy. I don't feel like it's overly hydrating, so it's not like I can look past the scent and the flavor because it works so well. It's just a no for me, okay? So I'm gonna see if anybody wants this. I imagine I'll probably be throwing this away. I've got a couple of products here from Avant. It's so interesting because we get these products, we get products from this brand quite often through BoxyCharm, and they're always listed as like more high-priced items, and I don't think I've liked anything that I've tried from them. So I've got a couple things here I'm gonna get rid of. The first one is this hyaluronic acid replenishing lip serum. I don't know, this is so, again, it's so strange. It goes on clear, like a lips, it feels very much like a serum. It doesn't feel like glossy. It doesn't have any scent really. Oh, I just still smelled that other lip balm on my hand. It's like nothing on your lips. I don't feel like it's hydrating. It doesn't, like, it's already dry on the back of my hand. It doesn't stay on the lips the way that you would want a lip serum to do. It doesn't layer well with like lip balms. I thought maybe if I put this on and then layered a lip balm over top, that I might get a better result that way. And it actually made the lip balm on top kind of pill up and roll off. So I don't know. It also has like a weird sweet taste, like I don't know, it's very strange. Again, I don't enjoy using this. It's been sitting in my vanity forever, and I keep looking at it thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm not. I'm just not. So we're gonna pass that along. And also this moisturizer from them. So I think I also reviewed this in the last speed reviews video. This is their intensive redensifying glycolic acid day moisturizer. I mentioned in that video that this is so heavily fragranced. It smells like a bottle of perfume. Oh my gosh, it's very fragrance, and not in a skincare kind of way. It's very much like perfume fragrance. So I did use this for a little while on my face. I mentioned in that speed reviews video that I had been breaking out the whole time that I was using this. Now, after not using this for a little while, my skin really has calmed down. So I would say this was definitely the culprit. On top of that, I didn't enjoy putting it on. I didn't like the way that it felt on my skin. My skin just felt dry and irritated, and I just didn't like it. I did try switching over and using it on my chest for a while, thinking, you know, it does have some nice ingredients in there. I was like, you know, it's a shame to waste it. And my chest tends to be less sensitive than my face. I don't know if you guys can see all the little red kind of bumpies. That has been going on since I started using that on my chest. So we're moving on. This obviously doesn't agree with me. I do have a friend who is really not sensitive to fragrances, so I will see if she wants to take this and give it a try, but it's a hard pass for me on that one. And then lastly, I have this lip gloss from Jouer. So this is their high pigment lip gloss with coconut oil, and I have the color Bond. I think I decluttered one of these a while ago, and then I think my friend Cheyenne maybe gave me this one because she was like, I'm not gonna wear this, and I was like, well, I might. I didn't. It's still in the packaging. It's this really beautiful deep color. However, because it's such a deep color and because it's a lip gloss and not like a liquid lipstick or something like that, I'm never gonna wear it. I'm always gonna be scared that something like this is on my teeth. It just feels very like risky. It feels like a really risky lip product to put on. So because this has never been used and it's still in the packaging, I will set this aside for a giveaway. I think this would be really beautiful on somebody who maybe has a deeper complexion than me that doesn't need to be quite so dainty about a deep color like this. I do believe I gave the color that I have to one of my clients with a darker complexion, and she loved it. It was more of a nude on her than it would ever be on me. On me, it's like a very vampy color. It was a different shade than this one, but similar in terms of depth. So someone else will really love this. And again, because it's never been used, I don't want to keep it around and like use it one time and then I can't pass it along to anyone. So I'm gonna pop this in my little box of things for giveaways and again, move on with my life. I'm really trying to keep that lip collection super curated because I'm really not wearing a lot of lip products these days with all of the mask wearing. So I don't want to have a bunch of things in my collection that just only get used like once a year because I'm using lip products so irregularly, right? So those are all the products that I am decluttering for this go around. I usually do these videos every other month or so. Instead of doing big declutters once a year, I do small declutters more often. I like to, even though I have a lot of makeup and I do consider myself a bit of a collector of makeup, I do like to keep my collection as things that I use and love and that inspire me. So that's why I like to do it this way. I know it's like a little more satisfying to do these giant declutters at the end of the year like a lot of people do. This just works better for me and my collection. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.